Should I be troubled that my son is working as a webcam model? My son, who is in his early 20s, is a college student. He lives on his own on a modest but ample budget. I have just found out that my son is a model on a pornographic streaming service. My initial reaction was shock, revulsion, and shame. But the longer I think about it, the more I wonder, is there really anything immoral or otherwise wrong about what he's doing? He does it from the privacy of his home alone and seems to earn a substantial amount of money. If he likes what he does, is there any reason on my part to feel alarmed, ashamed, guilty, or worried? RP. If your son were being paid for playing the piano, giving dance and instruction, or reciting poetry by live streaming, other ways of using his body, nobody would raise an eyebrow or pulse the lip. Sex is seen as special. Viviana, a sociologist and the author of The Purchase of Intimacy, argued that too many people have adopted either a hostile world model in which the realm of market exchange and the realm of intimacy are inherently at odds, or a nothing but model claiming that on some level all intimacy is transactional. She is skeptical of both views and probably calls for a finer grained and subtler perspective. So, how we think about the camming, something that's neither in-person prostitution nor traditional pornography, but has a feature of both. So far as I can see, your son is neither being exploited nor exploiting others. If we agree that your son's scamming isn't wrong, what explains your initial sense of revulsion? There's nothing hypocritical about compartmentalizing a cam gig. I am a college student living up at the campus in a lovely old apartment in a relatively upper-class suburb of a major U.S. city. Recently, a homeless man has been sleeping in the unlocked vestibule of my building. We've had one or two instances in the past of people sleeping there and smoking or urinating in the corners, but nothing of the sort that has happened with this person. There have been issues, though. Once I ordered delivery and my food went missing. I assumed he took it, but I have consistent access to food and he doesn't. So while it was annoying, it did not make me angry. No packages of mine have been stolen, but I am not the only person who lives in the building. There are nights that when I come home late and I have to walk over him, hoping not to wake him from seeing him around town. I think the man is mentally ill, but to my knowledge, he hasn't directly harmed any person in the building. I don't want to call the police on someone who may already be in or is likely to be shuffled into the carceral system. He and I are both black, and the town and the university are predominantly white. It feels disgusting to me to kick someone out of this modest form of shelter, while I have housing, what should I do? Name withheld. The situation you are dealing with is far larger than vestibule. Municipalities across the country haven't created enough affordable housing. Our social assistance system at every level haven't been given the resources to look after people whose mental illness hinders them from looking after themselves. We don't have enough shelters for those who need them, and the conditions in those we have are often such that people on the street don't look forward to spending time in them. But what can you do? A few things. You can get in touch with a community outreach organization and see if it can contact this man with the services and help him make alternate arrangement. You can compare with the other tenants in your building to find out what insight or concerns they may have. And you can talk to your landlord or building manager about putting a lock on the vestibule and maybe arranging a parcel locker for deliveries. The truth is, though, that anything that counts as a solution for you is likely to be a problem for him, at least in the short term. I'm glad that you are treating him as a human being in need. But your safety matters too. Helping to ameliorate his situation isn't a responsibility that should fall on you alone. It falls on us collectively. And we've let you down. Should I be troubled that my son is working as a webcam model?